Yo, once again it's on. Welcome back to the first episode of season 2. Your boy Pete. What's good? Sharon, Miss Marvelous.
Sharonda.
You know? What's good, Steph?
I feel good, man.
No question. My boy Nick was popping.
What's popping, bro?
I'm excited, baby. You know what I'm saying? We back at it, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Applause. Please don't ignore.
Yeah.
You feel me? We back at it.
Yeah.
Season 2, baby.
Yeah.
You know, people been waiting, asking, not. But, it's all good in the hood, man.
Yeah, man.
Let's get it on, though, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Really, I'm really excited about, starting off the new season.
No question.
New things popping off for everybody.
For sure.
So, yeah.
Well, we kind of got into that last week, you know what I'm saying, as far as like a little prequel to like, what's next and whatnot. But for sure, definitely exciting things to look forward in the near future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But let's get it rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's up?
Oh, man, a lot's going on, brother, as always, but good things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some bad things as far as the media and whatnot.
Such as?
Oh, shit. Well, we can start off as recent. Pretty sure you guys have seen that situation with that brother Neely.
Yep.
Guy that was on the subway, on the train rather, you know what I'm saying, asking for food, but for some reason he just bugged out and this random YT, you know what I'm saying, Marine,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, decides to put him in a chokehold for 15 minutes and pretty much just dead him, and the fact that...
And there were bystanders that were standing around kind of rooting it on
This was the homeless dude?
The homeless brother, who has a unique, I wouldn't say unique, but a traumatic backstory, which we will get into shortly, but, the Marine, he gets arrested, but he gets let go. With no charges.
And the boy's dead.
The boy's dead, and it took forever for the mayor of New York to get involved. I think it's Eric something. But anyway, you know what I mean? But it's like no one really gave a fuck.
People put him on blast too.
Well, what's the story? What did he do to get choked out?
Well, apparently, he was on the subway.
He was on a subway, and I guess he must have been asking for food. But he's also like a personality where he kind of does like a Michael Jackson personality throughout the city. So people know who he is. I guess this particular day he may have asked for food, or he might have just been annoying to those people because he's always there and people know that he is homeless. They know that he does do this personality, which keeps him kind of happy and going. And these people may have just been tired of him as a black guy doing this on the train, and they choked him out. And then there were other people around from the article that I read. There was other people around kind of rooting it on, like for them to do it. But then there was a lot of other people yelling, but nobody jumped in to help him.
Yeah,
they just jumped in. It was like 2 other people that just jumped in to kill him off.
And this Marine dude wasn't charged with anything.
Nah.
And it was 2 other people that helped him with that too.
Yeah, they were holding him down.
It's got to be more to that.
Nah, actually, there wasn't. I think he was ranting and raving. The way that he was acting just created fear for those who were on the train. But I want to say this, though. The Marine, who was a white guy, even if it was a black guy, the fact that he interfered, I wouldn't say interfered, but put the man in the chokehold and, killed him, you know what I'm saying? For that guy to get arrested and let go with no charges.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's fucked up.
I think he should be held to a higher standard. You're a trained killer.
That's right.
Facts.
Yeah.
This
15 minutes, my nigga?
This ain't one of us putting somebody in a chokehold and accidentally killing them. Nigga.
Right.
Like,
you knew what you was doing.
Yeah,
and then you also got to think about it. I mean, you can see from his kind of behavior that the young man may have had some mental health issues. You know what I mean? So that's another thing. You got to kind of keep in mind. People, they ranting off and doing all that, unless they're attacking someone where you would need to step in to do something like that, put them in a chokehold,
right.
I can get it. But if you're not attacking someone and you're just offending them, then I'm confused.
But this goes back to a discussion we had about value,
right?
And who assigns your value. Like, if other people don't value you, then really you don't have any at the end of the day. And it's sad to say, but your value comes from other people.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Definitely.
Yeah.
But, as far as the backdrop, apparently, I think in 2007, the brother Neely mom was strangled to death by his stepfather and stuffed in a suitcase. And ever since then, he just wasn't the same.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Which prompted, maybe has been the catalyst for his neuro,
Yeah, facts.
Well, that's pretty sad.
Yeah.
It is. It's
because he was
traumatizing.
strangled.
Right.
Yeah, that's
right.
wild.
And his mom was strangled to death.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then that's crazy.
That's some movie shit.
It is.
There's some like.
But what
Lifetime.
do you do?
Hit 'em up.
Do you hold that guy accountable to max as far as like his charges? The Marine who killed him, or
I mean, at least it's manslaughter.
yeah.
At the very least.
I mean,
Yeah.
but I mean the reasoning though, like I don't know.
I mean, he didn't really have a reason.
Yeah, he didn't
like
reason.
he
He
wasn't
just-
threatening anyone.
I wouldn't give it manslaughter.
Like he wasn't a
I nigga, at some point in time, you know, he tapped out. Let him go.
He's
Right.
small,
You know what I'm
much
saying?
smaller than these guys.
That's-
The guy
that's-
looks like he's about
that's
$110.
murder.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
He
murder.
was a
That's what
small
I'm saying.
guy
At
for
the
sure.
least, it's manslaughter. Murder is
Yeah,
a
at the
hard,
least, yeah. I mean,
hard charge to convict on, but
Yeah.
that seemed
Right.
cut and dry to me. But I feel you.
And I'm always alarmed too. Like when I look at New York subway stations or subway rides, people riding train, like you see the craziest things,
Yes.
Oh, of
right?
course.
And it's like this is no different from
It's
another
definitely
nigga.
normal.
It's that's normal. Like for
Mhm.
you to even do that and kill him, knowing that you are a trained killer.
Yeah.
You know, it's striking to me, but yeah, man, fucked up. But you know, condolences to his family and whatnot, man.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's sad.
That is I think a product of also just people, the way they just deal with homeless people.
right,
You know, we out of the DMV area, but mainly DC has a lot of homeless people there.
oh yeah.
And we see those of who have rode the train before, we see so
Yeah.
much crazy stuff all the time. On the train and outside of the train, you see this crazy stuff happen. And one thing before we change subjects, there was a space down in Roslyn where it's like an abandoned hotel, and there were a lot of homeless people staying there. Now I'm assuming it's not just from Virginia, but also DC because it's right there.
Yeah.
But the fact that those people weren't bothering anybody, there's light in there, you know, which means it's a little not as cold, it's more warm for them.
Mm-hmm.
And then people are already complaining about the tents and stuff being up. Well, anyway, these homeless people have all obviously went in there and stayed. They got tipped off by someone, the police, and they came in there and they threw all their stuff out. And
It's fucked up.
So now they're back out on the street, which is to people's like, well, fine, they need to find somewhere to go, but there is nowhere for them to go. And and then they're building these communities up, and then now the ones that do have the mental health issues, they're just waiting there, and people who do want to run the trails and do stuff like in the evening or night, you subjected to maybe get robbed
Yeah, potentially.
because they weren't bothering nobody at first, but now
you made a bad situation worse.
yeah.
Right?
Y'all need to
Yeah,
find
true.
a way for these people to go. And not saying that it's everybody's responsibility to do that. But we know that some of these people have a lot of mental health issues. And being Mental Health Awareness Month,
Yeah.
you know, like tap into that. Help people out.
Sometimes it just seems too easy for motherfuckers to do the right thing or to do what makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it make more sense instead of throwing them out to get that whole situation organized and let them stay there for a period of time?
You would
not,
think.
you know what I'm saying? Not like a permanent
I
thing.
mean,
You let them
yeah.
know, like, this ain't permanent.
Absolutely.
Once we find something to do
Yeah.
Right.
with this, you know, with this building, y'all got to get the fuck out.
Absolutely.
But until then,
But you know
Organize
how,
this shit.
You know
Yeah.
how shit go, bro. They if the lights and shit is on, somebody's paying for that shit.
that's a fact.
They need return on that. Nigga,
But
like,
why
real
is it?
shit,
Why,
like-
if that's
like-
the case, then why is the lights on if this is an abandoned
Right.
building? Why is there? Who's paying for that?
shit,
Well, whoever was
yeah.
paying for it is the one that was like, look, I'm paying for these lights to be on. Get these motherfuckers out of there.
Right.
Probably so, yeah.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, that could be the thing.
Yeah, but that's
too.
Right.
our money.
Yeah.
Taxpayers' money is paying for that shit.
Nigga.
Like Saron said, you know, that shit was on for the longest until someone was like, yeah, we want these motherfuckers out. You wasn't tripping last week, nigga.
Yeah, nah, because they probably ain't realize.
Yeah,
Shit,
maybe
at the end
not,
of the day,
but-
like,
They were in there for a while, from what I was told.
True.
But it's just a kind of a sad scenario because then you see stuff like that happen, and then you see people
transpire,
like
yeah.
Neely that are on the trains.
yeah, because they ain't got no
and
place
then
to stay.
They have
Right.
nowhere to go,
Yeah.
nothing, you know. And then especially with the traumatic background, you don't know what these people have been through.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they could just be just that day just decided to think about what happened to their
Yeah.
parent or their
Yeah,
family
yeah.
or themselves like a year ago, but it's just hitting again. Like today, I'm thinking about it.
And then, like you said, as soon as one of them hurt somebody,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because you forced their hand. You forced them out. Like,
Mhm.
just making a bad situation worse.
Accountability is something that we don't really, I don't know, emphasize a lot on.
Mm.
Right? And now, what I mean by that, there was another story in Serbia recently
Okay.
where a 13-year-old, you know what I'm saying, who was, I guess, according to the reason why he did it, he felt lonely,
Right.
but takes a gun, right, to school, right? Murks a security guard and then kills 8 other students. Now, mind you, I guess in Serbia, under the age of 14, the kid doesn't face any charges. The parents do. My question to y'all is that right for a parent, because you guys are all parents, to be held accountable for what your son did or your daughter did? Now, let me give you some background, right? Or some context, rather. When they went to the house, they found a blueprint pretty much of the targets that this kid, was going to kill, right? So in his mind, it was premeditated.
Yeah.
Right? And again, this kid is not being charged, but the parents are, right? Should they be held accountable?
Nah, no.
No?
Not in that
wouldn't say
scenario.
No.
Right.
Well, it's not as if they told them who to kill. If the parents had something to do with the shit, yeah, but not unknowingly.
So I posed this question at work, right? And most of my coworkers, if not everyone, are much older than me, by 20 years. Everyone was like, fuck that. The parents should be held accountable. The parents should know what the kids are doing, and they should be more involved.
I see
and blah, blah,
that
blah.
part. That was what I was going to say.
Right.
Not saying that they should be. Some parents, to me, sometimes you can't control exactly what your kid is going to do. You can teach your kid to do everything right and spend as much time with them, and they can go out the house and still have their own agenda of the things they want to do. I had good parenting growing up, and there were some bad decisions I made, and it had nothing to do with my parents.
Right.
But then there are some of these kids who don't, like he said, he felt lonely. That don't have someone that is actually saying, hey, how's your day? What's going on? Checking your room. There's no closed doors, no locked doors in my house. I'm going to see what's going on in these rooms in my house. So if you got a whole blueprint of killing somebody, if I'm an attentive parent, I'm probably going to be aware of that. And we're going to sit down and figure it out, or we're going to have to put you away a little bit, because I'm not about to do time for you knowing that I'm in a country or a space that I'm going to do time for you if you do something stupid.
Got you. No, I understand that. The fact that there are no locks in your door or in your household, do you go in now and then just to check and, I spy, for lack of a better word, and see what's going on in your kids' lives?
Yes.
You do?
100%.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I go to that nigga's phone.
Right.
All of that.
Yeah.
Not me.
And I'm curious as to, and why not?
I mean, because, I don't, my kids aren't around anything that's like, I would, you know what I'm saying? I guess I monitor, Chloe mostly.
Gotcha.
But it's not like I go spy on her. It's almost like I set things up, like accounts and stuff for her through my emails and shit. So I'll get alerts, and like if she wants to download an app on the phone, I have to approve it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, is that because she's your daughter versus your son?
No, it's because of her age.
Gotcha.
No, because Amani, Lord knows what he has on his phone.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah, I only had curiosity with him when my lotion kept coming missing.
Okay, you know what?
Oh my God.
All right.
That made you curious?
No doubt.
That
No doubt.
nigga turned into a fucking detective.
That's mine.
I know I had lotion.
Lotion and towels.
Oh man.
Like, come on, dog.
Your
Money
peanut butter
up there,
too?
pulling back. What you say?
What?
Said it's peanut butter?
Pie? What's going on around here?
Where the wipes?
Right. I was like, yeah, but no, I'm not. I mean, I trust my kids.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
So do you and Amani
Yeah.
go 50-50 in lotion these days? I'm just curious. No?
Nah, we definitely
Why?
don't.
I hear you.
We definitely don't.
I don't know. I mean, it's competition in the house.
So what?
It's the girth. It's the girth house.
Yeah, the girth house.
Oh man.
I ain't mad at
Funny
you.
as shit.
Nah.
So okay, so back to this situation, right? What are they being charged with? Are they being charged with murder?
They're
Or
being
are they
criminally
being
charged.
with what? Though?
I don't know yet. I guess still being investigated. But
Because
the fact, it's just the law over there.
Because I can understand like a maybe a neglect charge or something like that, but you can't charge
Right.
motherfuckers with murder. He was a psychopath.
But it's their law, though.
If you got a dude in the bedroom planning to kill people,
Right.
like with detailed plans,
Mm-hmm.
even if you did know, he's still going to accomplish his goal.
Gotcha.
Not in my house though. That's what I'm saying. So if
He
I
might
was a
get you
parent
out of
that
there,
found
too.
it, if I was a parent that found this before it all happened, right? Because I'm just that attentive to find it. That's
Mhm.
just, so then I would have to go and try and get him some help. That means if you got to be locked away in this place and then you broke out and did it, that ain't on me.
Mhm.
Cause I went to go I did
Yeah.
the proper parenting thing. I
Right.
went to go get you some help and you broke out on them people time. So it's them. They're going to get charged, not me.
But it's nothing to say that if his parents had found out and confronted him about it, he wouldn't have got them up out of there too.
Do you think once a killer, always
He
a
got to
killer?
go, Doc.
Once a killer, always a killer? Because the kid is going to go to mental evaluation, right? Which, if we can go back, the parents wish they could have done the same thing, right? In a parenting way, right? So the fact that this kid has already acted out and killed these people through mental evaluation, which I'm pretty sure is going to come with prescription for certain drugs, you think that's going to change his outlook on life?
Mentally, I think he will, because of his mental stability, he will be, that is what he was going to be. That
Right.
it'll still be there to do so. But
Yeah, right.
I think that people who kill off of protecting themselves are not just killers. So that's not just going to be a thing. They just walk around like, I'm just going to shoot somebody. I'm just going to kill somebody.
Yeah, no.
He's a killer.
Nah.
Yeah.
He's a killer.
He's a
He
killer.
planned that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sociopath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
crazy.
a crazy way of thinking, bro. It's like, regardless, I don't care. I'm gonna go kill these motherfuckers and not even think twice about it.
Yeah. And it's happening in
Yeah.
our country too, though.
But
Always, every day.
There was a situation at Kenmore this week, I think, where a kid got suspended for posting a picture on in a group chat of a gun saying "wait until tomorrow."
Bloody hell.
That's
Oh,
wild.
no.
That
Speaking
was
of,
just this past week.
did you see the kids in Prince George's County? The 3 kids who ran up on a bus,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, facts.
Jumped the
and,
dude
and tried to shoot the
and
nigga.
shot. Yeah,
And the gun
It
jam.
jammed,
3
yeah.
times it jammed.
And then
they found the 3 shells on
Then
the
they
bus.
jumped. Then they followed him wherever he was going, and
They had to
beat his
jump
ass.
him because they had to
Yeah.
they had to carry
How
out
old
their
were they?
plan.
These were middle schoolers.
They were like
Yeah,
14,
yeah.
right?
They bum rushed.
The bus,
bus,
my
bro.
nigga.
Yeah.
And had him at point blank and just
Yeah.
the joint
The
jam.
bus driver said they're killers. You need to charge them.
They
Because
haven't
he said
caught him
they
yet, have they?
tried to
Air him out.
3 times in the
Yeah.
gun jam.
hmm
That's crazy.
Yeah, that young man
Like
was
you
spared.
hopped on a bus, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild, man. These niggas is wilding.
Wildin', bro. That's
Wildin'.
scary.
Shit is
Yeah.
wild, bro.
That
That's why I was like, I said it before, man. Just it's a gift and a curse with my son having a hemophilia. You know what I'm saying? Just because he's not in the midst of that shit, because he's not in the
Mhm.
school and all that shit. Because if he didn't have that shit, man, I don't even know, because that nigga is an asshole.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And he's talented, and you know what I'm saying, the way he talks shit,
Mm-hmm.
I'm quite sure he been in some shit.
Wow,
So,
man.
It's just like, goddamn. And just not even off of that, just the fact that sometimes it's not even safe for them to even go out
Yeah.
because of police and shit like that. Just being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Right.
It don't even have to be him being in anything. It's just like, man, I'm coming up with that with the kids. It's tough. I
Absolutely.
think that's why some of the shit that, like, what you saying, like being on the child and in his, checking and all that, I don't really have to deal with that because of him.
Right.
He's my oldest, the only one that would be doing some shit. Like my daughter, she's about to go to middle school, so it's about to tighten up.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But Kingston, he's about to go to 4th grade.
Mm.
I'm not, you know what I'm saying? It hasn't been too much for me to meddle in. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I feel you.
And all my daughter's friends are our friends' kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I know the household they coming from, so it's not too much for me to be worried about. You know what I'm saying? Period. Because and Amani's friends are cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they're loyal friends, because him having a disorder and stuff that he has, it's no issue, you know what I'm saying, with none of them kids. They good kids. They
Mhm.
look out for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, go to church and shit like that.
Mm.
So
why
yeah,
doesn't your son ask for their lotion instead of taking yours?
this nigga still on the fucking
I'm just
lotion.
curious.
I should never said that
This
about
nigga
the
hung
fucking
up on
lotion.
the
nigga.
lotion.
I just don't know why.
It's not
you
good.
know?
Which is kind of fucking weird, to be honest with you.
I'm just
Oh my
curious. Your
God,
son has
Jeff.
great friends. Why
Fucking
don't you
weird,
borrow their
bro.
lotions? It'll use
Yeah.
yours.
This nigga.
All right, just
This nigga,
suggestion,
yeah.
bro. That's all.
Jeez,
Whatever, young,
crack is
whatever,
in
yeah,
the rice,
yeah.
boy.
No, but no, yeah, man. It's
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Hmm?
What did you say?
Cheese, crackers, and rice. Come on.
Oh,
You got-
what does that mean?
yeah. What does that even mean?
It's just
What the
this.
fuck?
It's just this. It's just this. Why would you even
What
catch
the
it? Everybody was talking at one time. Just
Cheese, crackers, and rice?
Relax. You hungry. That's why you caught it. That's why you
I'm
caught it.
confused.
No,
Cheese,
no,
crackers,
no,
and
you're
rice.
hungry. You're hungry.
I've never heard that shit. Like, what does this mean?
No, I've heard something similar. My,
Get on my nerves,
my
dog.
mom used to say sugar and
Swear to
spice.
God.
Hey, nah,
Yeah, yeah,
cheese.
yeah, yeah. It's just it's sayings. I get
Nah,
it. I
sugar
get
and
it.
spice is something nice is different than
Well, yeah, sugar and
said
spice
cheese,
is
crackers,
something
and
nice.
They all sound like motherfucking the starches. Shit, this fucking make you gain weight.
Well, forget the gaining
See?
weight and the sugar and spice. And when I think of sugar, I think of R&B. So let's
Hey,
talk. Let's jump
listen,
into this
don't say
Usher
that-
and
don't say
Chris
that shit
Brown
no
thing.
Ooh,
Oh,
Usher
yeah.
and Chris Brown. That's
Yeah.
exciting. That's weird too.
Yeah, what the heck,
Hold up.
man?
Before we talk about what happened between them, who wins the versus between the two of them?
Usher.
Chris
Yeah,
Brown.
I'm on Usher.
Chris Brown.
Breezy's my dude.
Chris
but
Brown.
Usher started this.
Why do you say Chris Brown?
I don't think Usher has enough hits, Mo.
Yeah, but can I just? And I want you to elaborate now. But
Usher wasn't popping until like 2000.
But you can't tell me
that Confessions album is.
That was it, nigga. That was 2000.
That's
major contribution to the world.
Top tier album.
Top tier.
And what did he drop after that?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Chris Brown got some joints, my
What
nigga.
album has been as prolific as Confessions for Chris Brown? Name an album. You can't. There you go.
His first album.
What?
What's the name of the first album?
Something a graffiti or some shit like that.
You don't even know.
Look, he got so many albums, my nigga.
He does.
I'm not a Chris Brown fanatic, but I know Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
Like I can't get. I got all his shit.
Loves Chris Brown.
It's tough.
But
I can't tell you all the name of the.
I feel like there
albums.
wouldn't be a Chris Brown without an Usher.
That's one of the best verses to be made.
But there wouldn't be a Chris Brown without an Usher.
His first album had nothing but hits on that bitch.
Chris Brown?
Yeah.
I love Breezy.
Run it.
I love Breezy.
Fucking joint he had another joint with
Tell me, have you seen her?
Lil Wayne, I think, on that off that album. He had Yo. Yeah. Yo.
Yeah, that joint was crazy.
That shit was fire.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. That was my joint. That joint was crazy.
Oh.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Nigga. Hey.
That shit was fire.
I don't know. I got Chris Brown in the verses, but go ahead.
I got Usher.
I got Usher too.
And I feel like as far as I feel like Usher was the reason why I started wearing like chains on my jeans. You know what I'm saying? Like keychains and whatnot. Like
be quiet, Steph. I see this brewing.
Yeah, like as far as just I don't know, he just contributed a lot more to me than Chris Brown.
Fashion. He had a whole fashion sense of stuff going on. I do, and I'm gonna repeat it again. I really do feel like that Usher contributed a lot to the way that Chris Brown is, because I feel like Usher came and he did his thing, and yes, he was really great at what he did for our generation. But then, okay, so if you talk about the generation now, of course, Chris Brown is like the upscale of that, because he just took all of that stuff and finessed it and made it greater. Right. You know what I mean? Like, but he's still Usher's the blueprint, dog. I'm sorry.
That's a fact.
No doubt. I think Chris will outperform. I think Usher got better songs though.
Yeah. But I think
he got real vocals too.
I feel like Usher keeps it sexy. Like even with the whole like roller skating thing he's doing, like that you can't come on, bro.
So that's why he had a surprise birthday party for Chris Brown with the roller skating jump.
Yeah, well I think it was for his birthday. But as far as what what was it? The Shade Room highlights. Apparently Tiana Taylor ignored Chris Brown, which got him hyped, and they got into it, and then Usher was trying to calm him down. And next minute, his bodyguards and Chris Brown jumped him.
They said that Chris Brown called him a coward, and so he followed him outside.
Yeah, true.
He followed him outside to de-escalate the situation, so it wouldn't be like a whole big thing.
Right.
And when he followed him to his tour bus, because he was getting back on his tour bus, like some words were exchanged, and then they said they jumped him.
They beat the shit out of him, which is weird as fuck because Usher was just on the radio, like days before, giving this nigga nothing but love.
That's it.
But even after the situation, they still performed, and Usher seemed like he was in good spirits.
They performed together?
No, he had a show that he was doing, but he didn't look beat up.
I think it was called a Love Fest, some shit like that.
His nose looked a little swole, but he didn't look beat up.
He looked regular. Yeah, he looked regular.
Lovers and Friends joint.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
so I don't know if that was just them trying to do a thing, and maybe Versus is getting ready to release something for them to do something. You got to create a little bit of that hype before it happens.
That don't explain what happened with him and Tiana Taylor though.
They didn't get into it. They just said that he said something out of the way or disrespectful, and a couple of other people that were there at the party tried to get him to, calm down. And
but Breezy be high though. That nigga be doing coke and he be bugging out. Like not allegedly, man. You see pictures. I've been seeing him at the basketball game with Game sitting down on the bench. You know what I mean? Nah,
I ain't saying that.
I'm sticking with him. I'm gonna stick beside him.
He get busy.
That's, nigga,
that's your nigga?
I fuck with Chris Brown.
I like Chris Brown too, though.
Nah, me too.
Me too. But
I'm just hoping that the situation wasn't what it is, because I've seen Tiana Taylor a lot of times say good things about Chris Brown. So it just didn't. The story just didn't add up to me.
Yeah, I mean, alcohol, drugs,
and she talked mean too. So she probably said something like.
But we've all been in a situation where your man's is like had drunk a little too much, and you like, yo. this nigga wilding right now.
No, I mean I seen him on Drink Champs.
You know what I
he
mean?
was drinking on Drink Champs. It was
I've
crazy.
seen Paul do the illest shit off of alcohol, bro. Out Clarendon.
Yeah, that's a fact.
The
Why did he
illest shit.
I was so
Yeah.
confused.
This nigga
right.
bugged out
He
one
right.
night.
He
What
right.
do
He
you do?
right.
Who?
Well, first of all,
You do a backflip?
nah, I do a backflip. First of all, I was accused of stealing, and that wasn't, that didn't happen. So let me give you some context though. So I just broke up with my
It's a
girl.
life lesson right here.
Definitely, I just broke up with
Here
my
we go.
girl. We went up to Clarendon, and I had like a little blazer on, right? So I sat it down on a chair, and when I went to go grab it, this girl was like, "That's not yours," and she gave me this look as if I wasn't worthy of wearing a blazer. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, "How dare you?" She was like, "That's my boyfriend's." That's why I picked it up and I put it on. I was like, "This couldn't even fit your man." So then we get into it. I end up getting kicked out, and
Hey, dog.
but then the Braveheart came in. You remember in Braveheart?
Yeah.
This nigga goes outside, right? I'm talking to this nigga. I'm trying to calm him down. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, this nigga says, "I'm from England."
Yo,
I said, "Yo, what the fuck is going on?" So then he starts rushing through the crowd, right?
Did he start pop locking? What's
Nah,
going
nah.
on?
He pushes his way through the crowd, pushes this girl up against a tree. She smacks the tree and falls.
yeah, man, it was a moment. Yeah,
And then everybody
That's
just
too
start,
detailed, dog. You
Yeah.
gotta relax. Go to the next part of the story.
this is real shit.
yeah, no, this really happened.
This is real shit.
Like
This
you
really
remember in
happened.
Braveheart at the end when the
Then
man's
look,
like freedom.
Look, and
Yeah,
after
it was one of those
he
moments.
does this, he goes back to the club that we at and starts trying to get in the jump. Like, I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
What the
man.
hell's going on?
I was angry. I was hurt.
Because they thought you wasn't worthy of wearing that blazer.
No, I just got dumped.
Oh,
You know what I'm
And
saying?
he was
Like,
drunk too.
I wasn't even drunk like that. B, it was just like a moment of like, I gotta represent
I done
right
had
now.
enough of this shit.
Was
feel me?
that was after you got dumped?
Yeah, I got dumped.
Oh, so you was emotional.
I was emotional. Absolutely. I was like, fuck that.
everybody gonna feel this pain.
Yeah, absolutely. Nah, fuck you.
I'm bringing it back up.
Yeah.
Nigga said, "I'm from England."
Yeah, one of the weirdest
I
moments in
wonder
my life.
if somebody
but-
would have came out with some tea and
That'd have been insane. But yeah, no, alcohol would do it, man. That was a moment for sure. I don't know why I bugged out like
that's
that.
wild.
Please forget that.
Man.
That was
it's out there now.
nah, for sure,
Amen.
for sure,
Say man.
Yeah, right.
for sure.
Yeah, man, that shit crazy. But hey, man,
Say, man.
would you rather fight with a chicken every day or fight a lion once a year?
What the fuck? I'm
Fight
fighting
with
the,
I'm fighting a
I'm
chicken.
fighting the chicken.
Why would I fight a lion? That's crazy.
Bruh, fight a chicken every day.
Yeah, the
This
chicken's
is gonna
not,
keep pecking you, bruh.
but the chicken's not gonna kill me. The one time I fight the lion, I'm done.
It's a wrap,
Are you sure?
nigga.
What if you just shoot the
I
lion
don't know.
and just
I've
get it
never
over
fought
with?
one
So every
before,
time
but-
you gotta face a lion, you just shoot and kill him.
I mean, but you got all year to get ready for this lion.
But are we using weapons though? Because you said shoot them.
Yeah,
No,
'cause
no,
that's
no.
my-
Fight, I'm
Listen.
fighting.
Oh,
So we
no,
took hands
I'm
off.
gonna take
Listen.
the chicken.
I'm gonna
Fight,
beat
nigga.
the shit out of this chicken.
every day?
Pause.
Nah.
Yeah, Jesus.
I'm gonna choke the chicken.
So
you know what I'm saying? Like,
So gripped out.
yeah.
I'm gonna choke the shit out that chicken.
I mean, first and foremost, you have to be able to catch a chicken, right? So the
That
likelihood of you fighting it every day and thinking,
dog.
you know what I mean?
Rocky caught
I'm
it. He caught the
I'm
chicken.
thinking about like the scenario of every day I get in my motherfucking car to go to work.
Word.
There's a chicken in my
car.
motherfucking car.
That's different. I gotta drive with this nigga in my car.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Nah, come on. I
You
thought
be
you,
at
Every
work,
day.
the chicken right there.
that's not even fair. I thought
He
you
just
was talking
standing in the
about.
window waiting on you.
I thought you was talking about shooting the fair one with
every
the chicken.
day.
Yeah, nigga.
Every day.
That's not a fair one though. He's in my car.
Because he wants to fight you.
How was it a fair one with the chicken? Like,
Cause I feel like it's set up. Like if I go in my backyard, I know
I
the
nigga
chicken's
got
out
wings. I nigga got wings, my nigga. Have you
Yeah.
ever been around a chicken?
Can you,
there. Nah.
I was
Okay.
like, can you
Them
imagine
motherfuckers
looking out the
aggressive,
street right now
dog.
and seeing the chicken
I was
waiting on
cooking
you
one
right here?
upstairs.
Yeah, but I'd rather
When you
that
got
scenario than in the car. If I have to expect a chicken in my car every day, that's not fair. I'm not driving that car, my nigga. Fuck that. I'm walking.
It's okay. He gonna walk with you.
Yeah, we gonna duke it out. We gonna duke it
All the
out.
way to
Oh, no.
work.
I got all year.
That's
To
stupid.
get ready for this motherfucking lion.
And it's gonna kill you all the same.
You're gonna get thrashed. I don't even know why would you have a chicken versus a lion.
It's gonna take 7
Yeah,
seconds.
where did
Dog,
that
he's gonna
question come
smash
from?
you.
Nick gonna train for
Nah.
the lion all year. The lion gonna kill him in 4 seconds.
You feel me? Like this, you can't even train for a
I
lion.
can't believe it, Nick. You
My-
trained
my-
all year.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, that's insane.
That nigga, Nick's pre-fight interview. Yeah, I've been working hard. I'm focused.
20 hours later.
Yeah, right.
That nigga,
ICU.
Nick's arm missing.
Yeah, what the?
we crying.
Nah, my cousin
told him
asked
not to do it.
Asked that shit yesterday. I was with him yesterday, and he said it was like he had got it from his stepson. And shit.
All right,
Stepson?
I was thinking about that shit.
Was he getting high with his stepson?
Nah, but I was like, you know what? I off rip. I said I fight the line. Real shit. I stand on it. I'm
not gonna lie to you. For the longest, when I was a kid, I used to always like think about like I want to fight a pit bull. You know what I mean? Like I don't know why, but a lion is just night and day, bro. That's a different story.
Man,
that's insane.
It came up because we was like in the backyard with the little fire and shit, and it was like little animals out that joint. So I was like, yeah, I'll fight any animal, except for
any animal.
I kind of think you got a little bit too much confidence in yourself.
Yeah, I don't know who you think,
personally.
What you think you are, or what powers you possess, nigga.
If it was life or death, and I'm in a trap, and I gotta fight this motherfucker, I'm gonna fight this motherfucker. I'm gonna get my chance.
You sound like you think you can win.
Yeah. Anything is possible.
Nah, nigga. Did you remember Snowfall, right?
Yeah.
So in that type of scenario, you saw Franklin winning?
Well, Franklin was already beat up, wasn't he?
Okay, so replace you with Franklin. Not hurt.
Not hurt. Nothing. I'm gonna take my chances.
All right.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not fighting that lion.
No, I'm just
gonna lay there.
I feel like they don't train all year for that. That's what they do daily.
Not fucking with the lion.
They already know how to defeat humans.
Not fucking with the lion.
So I'm not, and I can't use a weapon or anything.
I got a lot of
I'm not fighting this lion.
I got a lot of confidence.
A lot of confidence.
That's good. That's good.
You're very unique.
Yeah, I do too. I'm confident that I can beat the shit out of a chicken, but I'm not fucking with the lion.
I ain't dealing with that shit every day, though.
I hear you. That's interesting. I got a question for you guys. What would you prefer? Your public life, private life, or your secret life?
What the hell?
Think about it. So you have a public life when you out, right? There's a certain narrative that people see you as, or put you in a box as that you go with the flow with, right? Mm-hmm. Then you have that private life when you're in the house, right? Where you let loose and, do you.
Private. Then
you have that secret life where, one may be into certain things and it's like, you know what? I wish I could be like this all the time.
Nah, private.
Private?
I think private life, at least for me, I think that's the one place you can be 100% your authentic self.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
So, when you out, and that's not really you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to be me. I want to be in a place where I can be myself. I can be comfortable being myself. Everyone accepts me 100% for who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Not judging.
So,
right?
No judgment.
Not comparing.
None of that shit.
I'm curious, right? Since you chose private, is there a certain character that you wish you could display all the time, one particular trait or one particular characteristic?
That question now can pertain what you're saying. That can be categorized as a secret life.
Well, I think
secret life doesn't necessarily mean have to be anything
like some shady shit.
No, not at all.
But you can actually see yourself as a certain person or the life that you want to be, and be in that secret life in your head. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to actually be like a real fucking thing. No, it's a secret life.
I agree, but there might be some certain things that you do in secrecy. That
I know I'm not. I know I'm not
confused.
I am confused.
I know I'm smacked, but at the end of the day, that made sense to me.
I don't want to play it back on how it sounds.
At the end of the day, you have an imagination,
right?
You have
that's an imaginative life.
That's a secret life too.
It can't be secret unless you play it out.
Really? Nah.
Secret is something you're done, but you're keeping it private.
You're talking about shit that you secretly want to do.
Yeah, that's different.
Shit, it's a secret.
No, it's just. But you haven't lived it out. You haven't done it, right?
No.
Like there's certain things that you might do in the bathroom, right? Now I'm trying to get all descriptive and whatnot, but like, whatever.
That was pretty descriptive.
I don't know what my man does, but I'm saying like, as far as private, as far as your everyday self, when you come back to the crib and you let go, let loose, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Woosah. You know what I mean? Like, I can be me now. Like, for me, I would choose private life. When I'm in the house, I'm praising God a lot. I wish I can do that. I wish I can do in public.
Why can't you?
I'm not saying you can't, but it's certain, and maybe it deals with an insecurity, right?
Yeah.
How people, not everyone is as chipper when it comes to understanding grace, right, or showing gratitude, right? I'm all about that, and hopefully by my actions you guys pick up on that. But I know when I'm in the crib, I'm all about that. I'm crying, I'm praising, I'm intoxicated by that, just that knowing that I'm able to live this day because of God.
Right.
You feel me?
Free in that way. I understand.
And only now I wouldn't say only certain people, but there's a few of us that can relate to that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So for me, definitely private.
It's just.
I feel like I live a mixture of both of those.
I'm at the same time. I'm kind of with you on that too, because I'm the same motherfucker I am when I'm private than when I'm public. You know what I'm saying? Like it's certain emotions that like publicly that people that you know what I'm saying, like y'all niggas, y'all not part of my private life. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But we talk about certain things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a gray area there.
Yeah, but do you wish those things that we talk about are things that you could be able to talk with everyone?
No.
No? Okay.
No, because everybody don't deserve certain shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's not about deserving. I'm talking about
being able to be in a conversation about
just
it.
you being you. Just you being you. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know, man. I don't know.
So you got a lot of secrets, Nick. That's what I'm picking up on.
No secrets.
My nigga.
I don't.
And it's cool.
It's
perfect.
scary.
Scary.
Reading people here. You actually got a lot of secrets. What the hell?
Yo, that's what I'm picking up on.
And then praising the Lord, and
you might not be here next
picking
week.
it up.
When you think you know a nigga,
AI might take over.
That's a fact
that
too.
shit's crazy too.
Oh man,
That shit's going crazy too.
Yeah, it is.
Well, so you chose private, right?
Yeah, because I don't know. For me, I don't know. Like my regular life, like when I interact with people, I'm like the same. Even when I get home, I'm the same person. I can't not be the same person. But there is a cap. There's a limit of how much of me I expose because of work or business or something like that. So there's a part of me that I have to turn off and just become that one thing.
For sure.
For whatever that is, I have to be that.
Yeah.
Even in friendships, there's certain things about me I have to turn off and just be whatever they need me to be right then and there. So I can't just really be like be a whole different person. But when I'm home, I am who I am. People who know me know that I have not changed.
Absolutely.
I'm the same person.
Absolutely. Okay. I respect that.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
AI taking over.
You sure it's cool?
Yeah. AP.
I'm gonna be secret.
I'm
gonna come another person in another life. Like what the hell, Nick?
Nick gonna send me a text after this joint.
Yeah.
Nah, man. I'm just saying. I'm just over here thinking like shit. You know? I know what I want to be.
Yeah. What do you want to be, Nick?
I want to be
the greatest beat maker of all times.
Absolutely.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you.
Yeah. I want some plaques on the wall.
But wouldn't that be great though if you were able to express that every day? You know what I'm saying?
I do though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I do.
Okay.
I work towards it.
I hear you.
Every day. So
Okay.
that's just what it is.
No, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right. Can I tell y'all a story? Something happened to me.
Please.
Hit my button, Nick.
Everything he says is angry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got sound effects.
Sit your dumb ass down.
Yeah, do that.
All right. I don't know if I told y'all this. I know I didn't tell this story on the show. I don't think. But I know I told you before. So I'm at work one day out in Chantilly, right? I'm at the gas station. This dude comes up to me. He's like, hey, yo, bro, man, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm from Baltimore, but I left all my stuff at home. Would you mind letting me hold $20? I said, yeah. The audacity of this nigga.
Right.
This nigga had the nerve to come up and ask a stranger for a dub.
That's a lot.
That nigga asked me for $20. And
That's
the thing that bugged me out was this nigga said, let me hold. Like he was going to pay me back.
In fact,
Like he knew
that's
you.
a fact.
And he'll get back to you.
And the fact that he said $20 though, like he didn't say you got anything you
That's
can.
what I'm saying. Like, what's your strategy, my nigga?
fact.
Like,
definitely
you
had
gotta, you gotta ask me for $1, him for $1. You gotta work your way up to
everybody for
$20.
$20. Though.
If I'm not mistaken, wasn't he driving a Benz? Or
He was driving
He
the
was driving a
Benz.
Benz, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Right,
Yeah.
it could be. It could have been tough times right then.
I
Like
mean,
he might have
shit.
left all his stuff at home and really needed his $20.
Dude, it takes a lot of courage to ask a stranger for $20.
Did you give it to him?
You
Fuck
look,
no.
You look like a nigga that got $20.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Let me ask you a question. If you were well off at that time, would you have given him a dub?
Doubt it.
Hardworking black man, you did wrong.
Doubt it.
You never know if you giving him $20, you'd got $100 right after that.
Nah, it just don't sit right with me. You asking
Oh,
somebody
you be
for
watching them
$20.
motherfucking little pranks and shit.
No.
Yeah, yeah,
Go with the
yeah.
gold
It's
digger
just me.
jump.
No, not even to go. No, the joints where motherfuckers like
They test you,
They
yeah.
test you and shit. They want to ask.
Just to
they ask
see.
you, you know, yeah.
But you never know what somebody's dealing with.
So would you
never
give him
I,
a
I know
20?
what I'm dealing with.
If I had it to give,
Yeah.
maybe, because I don't know. Honestly, because I don't know. At the end of the day, I got it, and maybe you need it. And even if you didn't need it, I know God is watching you. So whatever that is, that's between y'all. That might not be the way you think of things. I always think of things like that. But if I didn't have $20 to give him, I would be like, I'm sorry, bro, I don't have it.
Nah,
Because
I
that's the
don't-
truth.
You know, when you asking for stuff like that, you don't even put a number on it. Like Nick said,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
can you help me out with something?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I might give you a dub.
Facts.
Not likely.
Yeah.
We know you're not giving up $20, Steph. You're too cheap.
No, but
Not
I
giving
agree
it.
with the approach. Like,
Yeah.
don't put a number on
Mhm.
it because now there's an expectation, right? And if I don't have it or I say no, then it's like, well, fuck you, right?
Yeah,
When
yeah.
it's like versus, hey, can you help me out? Sure, here's 50 cents.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
saying no to the 20 just off top, just because you had
Was this
the
at the gas
audacity
station?
to ask me for $20. Nigga,
Yeah.
no. If you got something you can hold me down with, I might give you 5.
Right.
Now you were 4 for the way there.
Yeah.
And could you imagine how many people we asked for a dub? Like,
Bro,
come on,
like,
bro.
so that situation, like,
If that's the case, though.
I was
Pretty sure that's the case.
I was working one Saturday, yo, and I was doing these grocery stores and shit, and I'm down Route 1 and shit,
Yeah.
and outside the Giant, there's a dude out that joint just yelling, They're like, help
I'm
the
not-
homeless,
I'm not doing it.
help the homeless.
You just talking about the homeless, dog.
You got something for the
See?
homeless? You know
Not
what I'm saying?
doing this.
He said, just something to eat. But, you know what I'm saying? It's white people walking in, like, but he yelling at him and stuff like that. Like, everybody that walked by, I had to walk by homie and say, yo, you gotta stop yelling.
Yeah.
Like, real shit. Like, that's not gonna help you, man. You know what I'm
Fuck
saying?
you.
Man,
Yeah.
But he was kind of cool after that. But, you know what I'm saying? And he wound up catching the dude. Dude went in there, brought him some wings and some shit and came back. You know what I'm saying? But whole time, it's like, every time he gets somebody to get him something, he start yelling louder.
you start yelling louder.
That's just crazy, young. But yeah, it's just the
Man.
approach. The approach is like is everything. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
like
saying? Like,
even-
real shit.
I
Some,
appreciate.
don't even say nothing. I catch a lot of dudes coming off the highway. Like if I'm coming off the exit and shit, and I make sure I do it most of the time and see my kids when my kids in the car, so they can see me. Like, you know what I'm saying? That trip Kingston out one day. Like he was sitting in the front seat and I put the window down and I gave a dude $1.
Yeah.
And he went back and told his mom about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
It was
I
weird.
mean,
you know, so-
I give niggas money all the time, but I also appreciate when homeless people try to earn my money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like, dance for you?
nigga, it's niggas out here playing the violin
That's
I'm
a
not
fact.
doing
and all
this,
types
bruh.
of shit. Like we was in
Yeah.
we was
No,
in
that's a fact.
we was in New
Yeah,
York, I
it is a
think.
fact.
We stopped at the light. They came and cleaned our windows and all. Like, you an able-bodied person.
Mm-hmm.
Why you just standing on the corner with a sign? Like, do something.
Well,
Juggle,
I
nigga,
did see
tell some jokes. Like,
I
don't
seen
know
a
what the
guy
fuck.
out there with a sign
Do
saying that
something.
he
Entertain
does
a nigga.
HVAC.
Mm.
So he wasn't asking for money. He
was
was just
asking for a
asking.
job.
He's asking for a job. Yeah,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
he was asking for a job.
I think it was
people were still blowing by.
It
him,
was
like,
another
whatever.
dude that was passing out his resume at one point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I could respect that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're convicted by what you give, then you shouldn't give.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and like, like, why did I just do that? Especially if you don't have it.
Yeah.
But just to go back to what you were saying earlier, Steph, about if you're able to, like, you don't want to enable people, right? Because even dealing with family, me giving money to certain people, they're not benefit. They're always going to have this mindset that, oh,
Yeah.
Nick's got it,
Yeah, yeah.
Steph's
Yeah,
got
like-
it.
Callback.
like, yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, I've
Like,
dealt with that.
like
Like-
everyone has, and it's like it's a slap in your face because it's like I'm working out here. I don't want to work. Like I'd rather stay at home.
Exactly.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like-
why can't you not do the same thing?
But here you are outside the 7-Eleven,
Asking
leaning
for
on the trash
$20.
can.
Right. With
You can
expectations.
Hold the door for people. You know what I'm saying? Do something.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Did he not hold the door for you, Steph?
Nah, of course not. That nigga, he on the trash
Just
can.
leaning against his
Hey.
He
Benz.
just that dude. Nah, that dude.
Right.
Let me get 20.
that dude asking for
The
20.
audacity. That's
God.
insane. That's oh man.
He's spilling Chantilly.
Speaking
asking
of
for
holding the
$20.
door, this just random just popped in my head. So like, How far does someone have to be behind you for you to hold the door for them if you're walking out?
Oh man, that shit gets tricky sometimes.
It does, bro. It does. Cause I go through it at work.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. Sometimes we all walking in together at the same time, and it's like, dog, I'm walking through the door. I'm gonna hold it like I give you like 3 little bounces.
That's it.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
then I'm gonna give you the big jump. I'm gonna push it.
Yeah.
And hopefully you catch it.
Absolutely.
Because if you don't, I'm out.
Yeah.
Because I'm not
I
saying
think
you.
it's contingent
Yeah,
upon
yeah, nah,
the
it's
kind of
yeah.
person. If they have like, if they dragging, if it's an elderly person and they're not walking as, in the pace that, is conducive to the situation, I'm gonna hold the
Yeah,
door for
nah,
them,
I
a little
feel-
extra.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Snap
But
my fingers.
If they yeah.
Chop, chop.
Nah,
Wait,
yeah.
not to the old person,
Chop,
dog.
chop.
No, we
You
just
gotta
need
relax.
acknowledgement. Yeah, no, if
No.
it's somebody old, I'm not holding the door that long. I might hit the little
Jesus.
What are you talking about,
Yo.
dog? Y'all like
Nigga.
y'all like disrespectful.
I might hit the little handicap
The
button for you.
handicap
They
joint.
can
That joint open up.
hit the handicap button for themselves.
Hey, look.
Well, then what they need me to hold the door for?
No.
Push
Then
the
just get
motherfucking
out
button.
there and don't even wait.
But by the time I time it right, so by the
Y'all
time they get there, it's
trifling.
opened all the way up. You know how them joints open slow,
Yeah.
so they don't got to stand there and wait to get all the way through. So by the time they walk to it, it's open for them. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
No, because it closes right back after a couple of seconds.
Now they give them enough time for a
It
wheelchair.
don't. It don't. I seen it. I seen the handicap do close on somebody in the wheelchair. And he was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Oh man!" I had to go back and hit the button again. I was like,
Hold on, what
Sir.
do you do? Do it again.
"No, I'm not."
Do it again. Do it again. I want to see it. I missed it. I wasn't going to see it.
I'm going down. I'm not even saying this. See what I'm saying? And that's the person that you can't be.
I mean,
Oh,
That's
man.
the private
Look.
part.
it's yeah, really. It varies. It varies. It
Yeah,
varies. But
yeah.
expectations is a motherfucker, man.
Yeah, man, definitely.
You
Then
know?
motherfuckers don't be saying thank you and you wish you could take it back.
Yeah, nah. They give you that little smile, that
They just
grin
need to
joint.
look like you you should have.
What's that white person smile that little don't shake your head, smile at me.
Why they got people to watch ET smile?
No, that happened to the that happened to my wife. We went to the movies the other day.
The white
word?
people
Yeah,
grin.
she held the door for
There's
her.
a white people grin.
Nick just made it
that's
up.
another
I don't
thing.
know.
Nick.
You never seen that white people grin? Yeah, go ahead, yo. They give you that little grin like
Mm.
Yeah, but I see uppity black people do that too. What are you talking about?
I mean,
they got it from a white
absolutely.
person.
Thing?
They got it from a white person.
Maybe. I don't know. I think I don't know. People are people, man. I try not to
Categorize people.
yeah, I guess because at the end of the day, I maybe because of the area that I work in, you know what I'm saying? I see more foreigners, of whatever descent
Mm-hmm.
that do that same shit.
Yeah.
Because it's a cultural thing too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of expectations in certain countries that when it comes to America, it's like, my nigga, I just did this. Why not you?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you expected me to do this for you?
Mhm.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
What, you work
yeah.
in Chantilly or somewhere?
Nah, I work in Alexandria, but it's a building that different
has
office
all-
spaces
yeah.
and a lot
I
of
get it.
foreigners and whatnot. But speaking of expectations, though, in fact, did you have a question?
Nope.
Okay, cool. No, no, please, no. And I think we posed this question before, but I'm just curious, right? Just say if your wife, since there's more men here, was getting money, right? And she was like, just stay at home, don't work. What are, in your mindset, what are you expecting to bring to the table?
Shit. You speaking to that? This just depends on the type of person that person is.
Nah,
Like, at the end of the day, like,
I'm just saying, just hypothetically speaking, your wife is getting money, and she's
Mhm.
like, you know what, Nick, just stay home.
and that's it. You not.
Yeah, I mean-
you
No,
not.
what are you gonna do while you're home?
What is your
I know what
expectation
you
as a
mean.
man?
You gotta raise children. You gotta clean the house. You gotta cook food. You gotta make doctor's appointments. You know
Okay.
what I mean? You gotta do
Yes.
all of the things that being the household parent requires. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And if Hermona were to propose that to me, I'd accept it in a fucking minute. I have no issues with being a stay-at-home dad, nigga.
For sure.
Yeah.
Now, does that exclude you still being ambitious and still
that's
trying to?
that's what I'm
you
about
know-
to get to. That's the whole thing. It's like that means that I'm on some Uncle Phil and Viv shit. I got to put my dreams on the back burner to, you know what I'm saying, do this
I don't
and you
think
know
that
what I'm saying.
requires you to put your dreams on hold.
I mean, if like how I see it now, the way if we wasn't doing this shit together, oh my gosh,
Mm.
it'd be crazy.
I mean,
feel
but if
what
she
I'm
were, if
saying?
she's the one to tell you to stay home, then to me, if I was the breadwinner in my house, And I was thinking I was that way at a point in my life. So I say, okay, you stay home, I'm gonna do this. That doesn't really mean me say you stay home. You just staying home. It does require a level of the stuff that I can't do if I'm out
Right.
doing everything, stuff that Steph was talking about. But that doesn't mean you put your dreams on hold, because you still should have time to be able to pursue some of those things, because you're not just doing that all day. You know what I mean? So in return, you would still be back getting your bag too, because if you're pursuing your dream and that's going to pay you in some sense, it still contributes. But
Is she funding that?
Why would she have to fund it?
What you mean? If you at home, she gotta fund it.
That's what I'm saying. Is she funding
But
that?
if it's your dreams and aspirations, why can't you do it?
Because you told me to stay the fuck home and do it. That's what I'm
Because I'm
saying.
taking care of everything else.
But would you be okay if that guy chose to stay at home and do the things that you can't do while you're out and you get in the bag? Would you be okay when you came home that he's on the couch just cooling? You know what I'm saying? Watching TV?
It's a
Wait a
difference
minute.
between her saying stay home and a nigga losing his job and staying home.
That part.
Well, we haven't mentioned that variable, right? I'm talking about just.
But that situation there, would she come home and a nigga on the couch just laying there and doing
but what
shit?
if he's knocked
That's
out?
a nigga that lost his
But
job.
what if he knocked out everything?
That's what I'm saying. No, it's different. If
Yeah.
everything has been done,
Then it's nothing
then by
to
all
say.
means,
To
nigga,
me,
lay on
I
the
mean,
couch.
for me, there's nothing for me to say to you, because everything
everything's
we've
done.
already met each other halfway. Even though it looks like I'm doing one portion of what it is, an understanding with each other, we've met each other halfway. So if he sleep on the couch, then he sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
Got you.
That would
mean,
be. That's the way I look at
A
it.
nigga need rest. I mean, like, you could ask any stay-at-home mom. It
Yeah,
still work.
That's the part.
It
Because
still work.
if the roles was
That
changed.
nigga still put. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
the only thing I see different, that if the roles was changed, is that now when the man is the breadwinner and he's the in a different tax bracket, okay, that he's the one that can have options. So he can go work, do all this, provide for the household, but he would still have options with other women. It doesn't, to me, necessarily work like that when it comes to women, because then we're shunned upon in a certain type of way. But for
Facts.
them, they still
Facts.
can have the options.
Facts.
And we still are subjected to do what we need to do in the household,
That is
because
true.
that's what
Yeah,
society
it's a double.
says.
Yeah, it's not fair.
Right.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure.
That's how
So let me ask this,
I feel like it's changed now though. I feel like that stigma, that scenario kind of changed now.
In what sense?
Women are like looked at equal now.
What?
I feel like they are. I mean, from my
Where?
eyes, I feel like just
Hold up.
We're
with
still fighting
positions,
for it.
with positions and certain things, certain status, certain, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
where
but as
women
far
are.
as the scenario that she just mentioned, as far as the woman be able to step out and do what she wants because she's getting that paper. So step out meaning fuck with other men, right?
If you were the breadwinner, would you want options?
I think if I was the breadwinner and I'm in a relationship and that's who I committed to, I wouldn't need an option.
Okay.
But if that's how you already came into the situation, knowing that, but that's me as a woman. Okay. Men don't, to me, the majority of the things that I hear, I'm not saying that those men don't exist. Majority of men that make that kind of money, they have options and they
Right.
exercise them.
Right.
But so,
It's very rare you hear about a woman that's in her bag that actually has a guy, not in her bag and she's just dating, but actually has a guy and she's the breadwinner and she's having options. Like she's messing with other people.
But I also feel like when those dudes have the bag, the women that they are with outside of their situation are there because of the bag. I don't think it works the same in reverse. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you a woman that's getting the bag, niggas ain't lined up at your door because you got money. You understand what I'm saying?
I
hear
don't
what
know.
you're saying.
I don't know.
I do hear what you're
They
saying.
there for the bag.
I think there
unless
is just
now-
If he didn't
now-
have a bag, they wouldn't be there.
but there's a group of guys that are like Stefan that will mess with the girl with a bag.
Listen, that's a household mindset. Like, if she
Bring
got
it back, yeah.
her mona might sick me on her. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she got, listen, Steph, I need you to handle that thing.
No question. No question.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, we a team, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with
That's
that.
I mean,
the
you
best
see
thing,
certain
yeah.
scenarios like this, and like I keep bringing up, like I said Phil and Viv earlier, but Bel Air, I watched Bel Air. Y'all caught up on Bel Air?
Yeah. Great show.
So remember when she got back into the art shit?
Right.
Yeah.
This nigga grimy ass Michael Ealy come out of nowhere,
Right.
type of shit. Those type of situations happen to women who get the bag. You feel what I'm saying? So if she was getting the bag and just told Phil to fall back, those type of situations still happen.
Yeah, but they had history though.
Yeah.
Those
that's
type of situations still happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody got history.
Not necessarily. If I was, if I was,
Most motherfuckers that've gone to college together, been in the same field together, and then get to a certain level in a certain industry and stuff like that, and they've had history. You know what I'm saying? There's certain
yeah,
things like
but
that.
it's just the intentions. You know what I mean? Like Michael Ealy Ealy, is that how you say it? Ealy? In that show, he fancied Vivian for the longest. Just that old boy, her husband, he won. You feel me?
Nah, I feel you.
It's like with the lawyer. What's her name? The one that was like,
trying to get
you know what I'm
his-
saying?
Right.
She always wanted
She
him,
rushed
but
out,
Viv
yeah.
won that joint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's always been
Hands
like a
down.
hidden agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
we
it had
gonna see next
which had
season.
nothing to do
We
with
gonna-
money.
we
Hands
gonna-
down,
we
she
gonna-
won that.
We're gonna see next season though.
Yeah.
Real shit. Cause Shorty gave him a kiss and all that shit.
He
and
bugged
she
out.
launching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He bugged out. Yeah,
Well, I mean, he put himself in a position to fail.
he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
He
You know what I'm
did.
saying?
Yeah, because
Like,
you're sacrificing way too much by
you
doing
know
that.
it's time to get the fuck up out of that jump.
No question. But I ain't gonna lie to you though.
Jeffrey trying to hold him down.
That-
Let
as
him
a
know.
good, as
but
a good man that he is, but Viv forgot that even though she has full confidence in her husband, that he's also a man.
He's a man.
Like she forgot about that.
So what does that mean?
Meaning that
Break that down.
No, so especially within the same environment, it's only so much pressure a nigga can take
facts.
if he doesn't remove himself from the situation.
Absolutely.
Well, that's the part.
Right.
Absolutely.
And that's what Phil needed to do. You got to remove yourself
was
from
Which
the
his
she
situation
did.
choice.
And
because if
Viv
you
was
don't,
like, no, go
you're
with
gonna
that.
cave.
Exactly. And Viv should have known the fact that her homegirl tried him back in the day.
Doesn't matter. She put her trust in her husband.
Fuck all that.
So if I support you,
yeah, but
I'm still going to say, okay, go if you feel like this is what's worth doing it, go ahead and go and do this
Right.
situation because it's
But
going to
see-
be conductive to what you have
and-
going
and-
on.
and- and- well,
I'm
it's
not
not-
worried about that shit
it's-
because it's me and you.
But
There's
the
nothing
sorority
wrong- there's nothing
sisters, and
wrong
she
with her
still
putting
played
her-
her.
There's nothing wrong with her putting her trust in her husband. It's up to him to, like I said, remove himself from the situation.
That's the part. But she also wanted to, so what you're saying, the part where you guys were just saying, she knew that this woman was this and this, that, that's fine. But if she didn't support her husband and been like, no, that's just a bad idea, this, that, and the third, then that woman still comes to him and gives him the support that he's looking for the yes.
But she kind of did
But
that.
now he's
she,
getting the yes from someone else.
She did
He's
her
gonna-
homework though. She did her homework though. She went to that bitch office and all that shit and talked to
And
her.
you don't think she didn't know? Like she didn't have an idea?
Of course.
Of course she
she did. Yeah.
But I trust my husband.
Yeah.
And I'm going to support and protect him the same way I'm going to support him because I don't need no other woman try to come in and support him.
I think it's
Because
black.
you're going to play into her more even now because she
Right.
supports you.
Nah, I think it's black and white when it comes to your own intuition versus trust. You know what I'm saying? Like if you feel a certain way, run with that. I trust all my men, but I have to understand it could be a likelihood something could happen if a certain scenario presents itself. But if I go with my intuition, then I'm not going to fall for that.
But how cool
Vivid-
are you then?
What you mean?
No, I'm saying how cool is the person then, to you as far as like you saying, well, I trust them, but there's this, that, and the third. Like,
Yeah, there's the trust factor, but your intuition never fails.
I
I
mean,
mean, when
you
I was
just know how certain niggas are.
Oh, this not even certain niggas, just life as a whole. When I was, in the streets, whatever, every time I served a certain particular person, there was an intuition like, man, you tripping. But because I was about that money, I overlooked it. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna trust your scenario. Whatever, I'm just gonna, I'm good. But my intuition always told me, right? If I would have ran with my intuition, I wouldn't be in. I may have not went to prison. Who knows, right? And there's something that always alerts you. And if you listen to
yeah.
that 10
Well,
times
I
out
get
of
that.
10,
Yeah.
you would not lose it, bro. Viv had intuition from the jump. Old girl tried Phil back in college, right?
They did.
Yeah, they dated.
Yeah.
Mind you, they are sorority sisters.
Yeah.
Right? Again, with sorority sisters, you would say there's trust, right? That's the homegirl, right? We're part of the same tribe, right?
yeah, but
I mean, that's
you know
cold,
what you
though.
know about people.
That's
cold.
cold with niggas too at the end of the
That's
day.
cool, but your
Never.
intuition and code to me are two different things, bro.
So you're saying that she should have just told Phil, like, no.
Absolutely.
But then on the inside of this man, he's really looking for a yes. He
Well,
really wanted
yeah.
to move forward in that deal. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. So if I'm your wife, I should support what you have going on. I trust you enough to, if you're going to put yourself in that situation because you want to go forward to it.
All right. Well, let's say in that scenario of them two, I would expect her to say no too because he has not been giving her the attention or support that she needed for her shit. So I just stopped and did all this shit for you to get where you at, now you want me to, you know, stop doing what I'm doing, that I'm getting some type of, you know, traction to let you do some more. You know what I'm saying?
Man, fuck all that, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I mean, look, trust is a tricky thing. I don't think it's always black and white. Like I don't think I trust or don't trust people. I trust you to be who you show me
That's
that you
right.
are until you prove otherwise.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not a yes or no thing. Like we all got certain niggas. I got niggas who I might call them and be like, "Yo, I'm gonna come through later." Da 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 da. I'm not surprised when I get there and they sleep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I know you to be. It's like back in the day. We used to call Dante and be like, "Yo, Dante, we coming through after school." We get there, Dante ain't there.
Yeah, right.
But I accepted him for that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I trust that Dante ain't gonna be there when I go to his house. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying?
But if you would have listened to your intuition, you wouldn't have went there, right? And just for sake of discussion, I don't know if we're looking at intuition as a negative thing. It seems like it's like, you know, you can't be intuitive without shaming someone for who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we are to go with intuition versus just trusting people, it's not a bad thing at all, right? And I'm saying it's a good thing, but it's just you being aware of yourself and how you feel and running with it.
I guess for me, in my mind, I look at if you're with someone or like, and then they're married. You're married to someone, you would want the same respect, right? So I may have my feelings that who you're working with is not, they have another agenda. I would expose that agenda to you that I feel that person has. Mm-hmm. However, I support you if this is what you want to do.
No doubt.
Right.
So and you still take it, because I still want you to know I still support you, because I don't need no other woman coming in trying to feel what it is that you're looking for that I have, which is I'm giving you my support, but I'm telling you what I do see. Right. So when it bites you in the face, don't say I didn't say it, but at the same time, I want you to treat me the same way I would treat you.
But you express your intuition though. You highlighted how you felt, coupled with the fact that, listen, I respect what this new endeavor that you're about to get into. Cool, but at the same time, this is how I feel. Right. Versus
don't fall for the bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? That's a different conversation.
Yeah. And I'm thinking
but
like
it's a conversation that has to be had though.
Absolutely.
Don't take the bait, nigga.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Right.
There's a menu there. I expect that you're a man. You're going to browse. You're going to see, but don't bite. Yeah, don't order nothing off of it. Just do your job.
But in this particular scenario, historically, old girl tried him in the past. They dated.
They had history. Yeah.
They had history,
and that's fine. So what? They had history. Mm-hmm. It's me now.
Yeah, in fact, and it's on Phil. That's all. At the end of the day, it's on Phil.
It's me now. So why would I worry about that?
Yeah, it's definitely on Phil. Yeah. But at the same time, she should also. You gotta judge a book by its cover, man.
She gotta stop texting this nigga too. I ain't texting. Don't text me. Ask me to meet up for dinner and
right.
He lunching on all this shit.
I don't know, man. Certain things just don't change about people, bro.
But yeah,
when it comes to a man and a female and that attraction, you know what I mean? Like if
you got to know yourself, man. Like there's a point of no return, especially for niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she gonna put the pressure on the nigga and he's gonna buckle. He's gonna fold.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't put yourself in a situation to be depressed, nigga.
My thing is, was he playing into his private or personal or feelings versus the bag? Because how he presented to his wife is, I'm going for the bag. I'm going for a better position. I'm going for this.
It was his public shit.
But really, he has some underlying issues. Like he still obviously had a little bit of a thing for her. And fine, you can have the thing. Don't act on the thing. People do it all the time. There's people you see walk past you ain't seen in years that you used to mess with or something like that. And you be like, dang, but whatever. You just keep it pushing.
You ain't got to work with
You don't have to.
What? You ain't got to work with them.
But what I'm saying is,
when it's going to be every day.
If you feel like you're strong enough to put yourself in a position to do that, then do it.
Security.
Yeah, but vulnerability is something else too, though. Not, at the end in the show, just to piggyback whatever, he just got into an argument with, I would say argument, but a situation where his son was doing drugs and he felt betrayed in a sense, and he was just, overwhelmed.
But he cleaned that up, though.
Who?
Phil did at the end. He came in and gave Carlton a hug, and they cried it out and all that shit.
Doesn't take away from how he's still dealing with internally. The fact that old girl hit him was a perfect time for him to decompress, which is why he took
she's not
that.
in his household.
Yeah, it's like a breath of fresh air. At first, he was like hesitant, like, "Nah, I'm good." Next minute, he was like, "No, fuck that. I'm gonna get the steak."
Yeah,
You feel me?
yeah. I feel you.
Like,
Should have just.
But why do
should've
men
just
go and
blocked
get the
her.
steak?
should just blocked her. Huh?
Right. Why he should have blocked it, but why would he go and do it? What makes you say I just want some? Is it because I just don't want to deal with what I'm dealing with in my household, and this person's not in my household, so I'm just going to do that?
Yeah, it's escape from your reality. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I mean, who knows? Who knows what his agenda is? I'm not saying he's next
Because men are
episode.
dealing with this daily, right?
Yeah,
So,
I feel like a little bit of that is he wants that joke. He wants her.
Yeah, I mean, that's plain and simple.
Yeah,
Niggas ain't
Yeah,
stupid.
Yeah, niggas gonna do.
You
what
can see
want,
down
yeah.
the road. You can see the challenges that you know what I'm saying.
you think he should have responded differently when she kissed him?
Yeah, he definitely should have.
Right, and the fact that he didn't
He definitely should have.
is what?
That's left the door open.
Right,
yeah.
right.
At the end of the day, yeah, hell no.
Because now she knows that she has one foot up,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
and it doesn't matter about your wife
Mhm.
Right.
at
Facts.
this point.
She don't give
No.
two fucks.
And now I'm gonna
At
apply
all.
more pressure.
No
At
question.
all. And your apology wasn't genuine. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, hell no.
Man,
Yeah, I was like, bitch.
but this is an everyday. Outside of that type of show, this is an everything a day thing. I think that men deal with. Women deal with it too,
Yeah,
but it just seems like a higher thing that men deal with because the restraint that women we can.
But I think y'all deal with it so much that y'all are kind of numb to it.
Mhm.
Like y'all get attention all the time. Like you can go anywhere right now, you can get a ton of attention. We go somewhere right now, ain't nobody gonna give a fuck about us.
nope.
So when somebody does, it's a little bit different. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's a little more enticing.
Yeah, I agree.
You don't have to do nothing to get attention.
Just not gonna. I don't know.
No, you don't.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah,
I can agree with you on that. Maybe.
Somebody probably hit on you today already.
someone whistled and yo, something. Yeah.
It's not a daily thing, people.
Hmm.
Okay, let's switch the subject.
I mean, no, it's all good.
I mean, we did. We spent 30 minutes talking about Bel Air.
Saying that, by you
Right.
saying
I
that,
didn't
it
even want to
makes,
get into Bel Air like that. I was
it's
just trying to, yeah.
no, but it opens up a great door of conversation. But now that you say that, it makes you wonder. Like now, like okay, that's why some men do a lot of the things that they do because they don't feel like they're getting attention.
Mm. Yeah. You know,
Fact.
it's just
Right.
Paul tried to kill himself.
What the hell?
I did.
Or fake kill yourself.
When was this?
You was looking for attention.
Oh yeah, you
For
did. And
attention.
then the girl like step over
Step
top
over
of
top.
or something.
yeah, true,
So get your bitch ass up.
Yeah. So
Paul tried to- he
one
tried
of my
to fake-
exes. Yeah. So
A suicide.
yeah. So one of my exes. So I needed some attention, and I woke up, grabbed a whole bunch of like random bottles of pills, and I laid on the ground with the pills open, right? And I made some noise to get her attention. She gets up, she looks down, she just steps right over me. Doesn't even acknowledge that I'm on the ground with my hand like this.
She know you ain't killing yourself.
I mean, I don't know, but the fact that there was no concern whatsoever, and that's when I knew I'm dealing with the devil. You know what I mean?
That's funny as shit.
Yeah,
Attention.
man. The things we do is men, man.
Attention.
You know, it's crazy.
what I knew I was doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Shit, yeah, man. Yeah, y'all happen to catch the Conway album? Drop Friday?
Oh hell no.
Nah, not yet. Not yet.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
yet.
yeah.
Not
I'm gonna be
yet.
honest. I'm probably not gonna catch it.
Oh shit. Damn.
Sheesh.
No, I mean, if we're gonna talk about it, I'll give it a listen. But
Yeah, the album's fire. I mean, it was just something that just dropped. Really, ain't nothing really dropped for real this year. I mean, except for Larry June. That shit was for Larry June, and Alchemist album was fire.
Yeah.
But yeah, Conway. You know, there's been some other artists like that's on Conway's label. You know, Jay Skis dropped something. Benny's people dropped something. But Conway that's my guy.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Album's good.
I think for me right now, I'm enjoying revisiting people or artists rather that I've never heard
Mhm.
before. There's a guy named Ben Riley that I got put on this by this musical page that I follow on Instagram, and just great music. He's like a mixture of like Kendrick Lamar,
Wow.
Andre 3000. This
how are you revisiting it if you never heard it?
well,
Before?
excuse me, not revisited, but going back and pardon me. Great. Yeah, you're right.
Grand.
But find albums that came out many years ago or in the last 2 years that I'm like, wow, I wish I would have heard it at the time because who knows.
Yeah.
But now it's like just refreshing. So as far as like new artists, like the Conway album, you know what I mean? That's kind of like on the back burner for me. Even though I love the production.
Yeah, he's not a new artist, but yeah.
Shit, fairly new as far as the last few years. Last 3 years. I mean, as far as notoriety.
To the masses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You knew about Conway 4 years ago?
2015, I knew about Conway.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, shout out to you. You're
2015, 2016, Conway, Westside, Hall and Nash,
Oh, okay, so he was
Fashion Rebels. Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't really. Yeah, I didn't become familiar with them until like maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
2019 probably when they dropped the What Machine Gun Do album.
Yeah, something like that.
I feel
I
you.
guess.
Just saying.
Any lessons in that album?
Not really. Not in this joint. My man was really he was just barring. Like I guess a couple lessons, a couple things you learn is, one of them niggas he knows spit in the pot before he cook it up. Yeah.
Bars.
Yeah.
Bars.
This is when you don't have nothing to say.
Tween cross tween. That shit is fire. That nigga got like that nigga said his motherfucking his flow is like Kyrie dribbling. Tween cross. Yep.
Tween. Yeah. That's
Tween
okay.
cross
Tween.
tween. Step back. Man, yeah. Nigga, what? This nigga is fire.
All right. Well, maybe
album's fire.
next week we can look forward to maybe dissecting that album here and there.
Next week we'll be off. And thank
Mother's
you.
Day.
It's Mother's
Yeah.
Day.
Oh, word.
Happy Mother's Day. Happy
My
Mother's
bad,
Day.
my bad,
Sean.
ladies and
Mother's Day.
gents. No,
Yes.
for sure.
Happy Mother's Day, Marvelous.
Yeah,
Thanks, Nick.
Yeah.
that's what's up.
Happy
Wait, do we
Mother's.
even properly introduce her?
I mean, that's the man right there.
Hold on.
That's the man supposed to do all that.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're all adults here. I think she could have took it upon herself to introduce herself. But if you want to put it on me, Marvelous, before we close out, so people can, expect more of your character and what you bring to the table, go ahead and give them a little quick breakdown of who you are.
Well, I ain't nobody for real. I'm
Okay.
just
That's a fact.
There's power in words.
ooh.
It's power in
Ooh.
words.
It's like Steph, you're
I know
such
what
a
it's
hater,
like.
bro.
I know.
That hate be so real.
It'd be like sitting on the surface.
Oh
Like
my
I can't,
God. So I'm just here kicking it with these guys who I think are excellent. All of them just hit on the bomb topics. I feel like I relate to everything that you guys do. You guys work really well together, and I'm just happy to be a part of the team. Newly working with Paul on a play. So
Yes, indeed.
we're embarking into this acting thing, and
For sure.
just expect more. I just feel like God is going to open up doors for everybody that's sitting on the chair today. So just looking forward to see what we have going on.
Open them doors, God.
Yeah, and
No
please,
question.
especially for Stefan, please.
I don't care. It don't got to be for me. If you open for one of y'all, I'm coming through that bitch.
Exactly. I'm holding the door, no matter how far back you are.
Exactly.
But
do
that's
it.
the handicap. You
Hey,
trifling,
you gonna
bro.
keep me? You gonna?
Yeah, bro, my bad. I ain't see it. You know
But
what I'm saying?
if I may add,
Your door's my door.
I do want to say
my God.
thank you for providing opportunity for me to actually get into this new acting
Field.
thing or field rather. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have the opportunity. So thank you. So just know that you bring more to the table than what you're highlighting. You know what I mean? So thank you.
Thanks, Paul, because we have these
come
this
on.
other. It's like one
It's
biggest
all right.
hater in here.
Gremlins.
I'm glad to have you.
It's this one.
Glad
He's
to
the
have you.
hater.
Yeah,
Not a
yeah. No, for
You
sure.
call me a gremlin?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we get into that. We get into that.
Nigga called me Gizmo.
Gizmo, yeah, Gizmo, the illest.
Damn.
But
Hold up.
Gizmo was trifling though.
Oh, Gizmo was a beast.
He was a beast, but he couldn't, bathe.
Yeah,
He couldn't wash himself.
And he started shooting them ugly
he
niggas
still
out his
shooting,
back.
yeah,
gross.
So
I just want to grab a few. Want to do a few out the jump, out the hat.
What?
Questions?
questions. I thought we
Question?
actually went over the questions, but
I don't know.
Questions?
before we conclude, why not?
I'm about to add that to
Yeah.
the sounds pad.
No doubt.
Pull three.
Destiny Child.
All right,
Oh,
cool.
true.
All right, cool. Ooh, Bill Cosby or R. Kelly?
Dog, y'all gotta relax.
What?
I gotta relax.
I'm
Who
fucking
came up
with
with
Bill.
that?
You got to keep one.
I'm fucking with Bill.
I'm keeping Bill.
I still watch Cosby
I'm
Show
keeping
every
Bill,
day,
too.
my nigga.
Yeah, I'm definitely keeping Bill.
Prodigal
Yeah,
dad.
too.
No.
Yeah, that was the family that
Yeah.
we all wanted to be a part of. Girl,
Okay.
you know,
Who didn't want to be a Huxtable, dog?
You feel me?
Facts. I still do. I watch the joint. I be tripping off Vanessa.
That's that
Yeah.
life. That's that secret life. I get it.
That's how she brought you here on a garbage can.
Garbage can.
That's probably I think that might
this
be one of my
bricky.
favorite episodes.
Damn this bricky.
Yeah.
Oh bullshit. That motherfucker. Yeah.
Oh wow. What determines your value?
Oh, we talked about that already.
We already did that one.
Picking that one.
God, mental. Let's try with something else. Let's see. Dang, y'all got some long questions. What's a song that you sing all the lyrics to, but you shouldn't?
Oh shit. That's a funny question.
Listen,
There's a few.
I've been in clubs and seen every nigga in the club singing the second verse to put it in my mouth.
That's a fact.
Oh, Lord.
That's a fact.
Word for word,
That's
nigga.
a fact.
Like,
Shout out to Akinelli.
and
You
you can
heard?
eat me.
Yeah.
Was it snapping too when they was doing it?
I don't know.
I probably
but
was.
if I'm in the car by myself, if I'm in the car by myself, I'm
Shit.
singing that jump.
Hey,
I
no
don't
question.
know.
It's the best verse on the song.
I
No
rap
question.
Lil Kim shit.
Which
Like,
one?
Like her whole hardcore album. When I listen to that shit, I'm rapping the verses.
Yeah, you talking
Yeah,
that
that
shit?
jump
Talking
out.
that grease?
Yeah,
Do you do like the
Nah, I don't.
How far you go with this shit, Nick?
I don't go that far, bro.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm not a character, nigga.
Secret life, motherfucker. Don't lie,
Secret
nigga.
life of
This
Nick.
nigga.
It's all right.
Wow.
I hear you.
It's a Lifetime series.
All right. What would be your porn nickname?
Oh Lord. The fuck.
I'm not.
Now you got to answer.
I'm not in on
You
it.
have to.
Oh,
If you don't answer, I'm gonna give you one.
I know what all y'all's is.
What? Wait.
what?
Hey,
Jesus Christ.
No, y'all said it the last
That
time.
ain't,
The
it
Girth
ain't,
Gods.
this ain't that type of show.
Y'all said the Girth Gods.
yeah,
Nah,
that's a
I'm-
fact though.
I'm gonna go with long dong silver.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
That's stank.
Huh?
That's real stank.
a stink.
I'm gonna go with edible.
What the fuck?
That's what he does.
I'm gonna go with edible.
That's a stripper name, nigga.
Hey, that's my porn name. You heard?
Edible.
What is the last thing y'all Googled in y'all phone? That's your porn name. Everybody put it up.
Nah,
John is,
I'm gonna go with
Kenmore Middle School.
Yeah, or
That's the last thing I googled, yo.
Nigga.
I actually googled Neely's, the guy in the subway station. That's not. I don't want that.
This nigga said edible.
This nigga said edible. yo.
Edible.
What's wrong with edible?
I don't know. Call me almond.
Yeah, that too. Nah, edible.
Strong arm.
Yeah, we want to do a poll.
That's yours? Strong arm?
Strong arm. All right. Okay. You want more views, huh? I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you.
That nigga you retarded.
I ain't mad at you.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Yeah, we're gonna do a poll next week. We're gonna see what people.
I'm not doing no poll.
All right, man. All right, man.
But a poll is a part of porn.
Yeah.
Take the question out the hat.
I don't want you to answer
Last
the
one,
poll.
last one, Nick.
The
Last
fucked
one.
up question, man.
Last one.
This nigga edible over here, man.
Sheesh.
You got strong arm. I mean,
Oh shit, man. This is an obvious question.
what's that?
I'm gonna grab another one.
All right.
That's obvious.
All right. We didn't know what the question was, but
I'll tell you after this.
okay.
All right, bet. The Sandlot, Mighty Ducks, and the Little Giants.
Ooh.
Start one, bench one, cut one.
For me, I'm gonna go with Mighty Ducks.
That's what you start?
That's what you start one?
Mighty Ducks.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Little Giants and then Sandlot.
You cutting Sandlot?
That's what the? That joint is backwards to me.
That's for you. This is mine. This is my opinion.
You right. You right. You
What
right.
we doing
You right.
right now?
Yeah, I'm starting the Sandlot.
Calm down, though.
Okay.
I'm starting Sandlot.
I'm starting Sandlot too.
I'm benching Little Giants, and I'm cutting Mighty Ducks.
I think I gotta cut the Little Giants.
Nah, Little Giants is my shit.
That's my shit.
Yeah, Little Giants
But
is
if
cool.
we're going by
yeah.
skill of the
What
of
if
the
we
teams.
change Mighty Ducks to D2? Because I think D2 is better than Part 1.
I didn't honestly.
I agree.
You want-
D2 is better than
I-
Part 1.
I watched maybe when was it in the All-Star game? Which one was that?
The All-Star game?
Yeah, like they had on like red, white, and blue jersey. They had like different jerseys.
That was the USA team.
yeah,
game.
USA.
Part
That's two.
That's
That's
part
part
two.
two.
Okay, yeah, that's the only one I seen. I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Nah, start Sandlot. Bench Mighty Ducks. Cut Little Giants.
That's heartbreaking.
It is, because I love the annexation of Puerto Rico.
If we talk about liking the movies and which one we would take first, then I'm not cutting Little Giants. Not cutting that.
I might go watch Little Giants later today.
The Little Giants is tough. But the question I didn't ask was who on this pod is most likely to rob a friend.
Stephon, bro.
No,
Yeah.
I don't like
That ain't me, but I can give it stuff though.
Steph, bro. He always need a dollar.
You was gonna say Paul, right?
Yeah, I was definitely say Paul.
That's
Oh
crazy.
my gosh! That's but he's always the
That's
one
crazy.
talking about the dollar.
never talked
He
about
said he was
robbing
breaking
y'all.
through the door if somebody's.
Oh, no. We say
First off,
Robin.
and I got a clean record
Let me
too.
ask you a question. Robin or
I got no
stealing?
cho-
Oh my God!
Robin.
You're
Like,
so
They said Rob.
Rob is that sounds like intense. Stealing as a kid, Yeah, definitely me.
You
I'm
definitely
not
said
gonna
you
lie.
broke into a house.
I didn't break into a house, but I do remember going to one of my friend's house, and there was a checkbook on the ground, and I took a check.
Nigga Nick said.
So I'm saying, it's all the
Nigga
same.
Nick said the answer was obvious. He didn't want to ask the question.
Nick is so trifling.
Hey, look,
He said, "Oh yeah, this gonna be unanimous."
You just said you accept your friends for who they are. Nigga.
I do, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I know
do.
my man. How you get down? You know what I'm saying?
That's that one friend that you ain't gonna you gonna go keep
But
around and get robbed by.
I won't be the friend. I won't be the friend.
Nah, never. And hopefully, hopefully I've changed.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
Funny as
man.
I was
hell.
just rooting for you.
Times
We always rooting for
times can get crazy.
They can.
You know, you never know what comes out of people.
you. It doesn't make any sense, Paul.
You know,
You stay in your private life.
yeah.
That way you private niggas.
It will become public.
Hey yo, you got some funny ass questions in here. Nigga.
Last one before we close out.
All inside of the church hat.
That's the best I can do. Sorry.
But it's gonna cause a lot more time.
Say
Well,
it.
then save it.
Yeah, we're gonna save this. We're gonna save these next 3 right here. Yeah.
All right. Well, shit.
Yeah.
On that note, episode 1.
Nigga, season 2.
Season 2,
Nigga.
you know what I mean? Again, as always, we appreciate those who've, stood the test of time with us, you know what I mean? Because it's been a minute since we've been back in the mix, but
Yeah.
look forward to great things in the near future, you know what I mean? It's always been your boy P.
This Steph.
This Nick G.
That's marvelous.
And
Gone.
and amen, say man.
You could tell we ain't practiced that shit, yo.
Hey, but we love y'all.
Yeah.
That's all good.
Fuck it.
And-
Peace.